What was the biggest earthquake ever recorded? And how does it stack up against other giants that have shaken our planet? Today, we're diving deep into the Earth's crust to compare the most powerful earthquakes in history. Get ready, because the sheer scale of these events is truly mind-blowing. Let's start with a quake many of us remember, the 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan. This was a magnitude 9.1 monster. It was so powerful it shifted the Earth on its axis and even shortened our day by a microsecond. The resulting tsunami was devastating, reaching heights of over 130 feet. The energy released was equivalent to over 600 million times the energy of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. A truly catastrophic event that reshaped the coastline of Japan and the lives of millions. But believe it or not, the Tohoku quake wasn't even in the top 3. Let's travel back to 1960, to the coast of southern Chile. On May 22nd, the ground began to shake with an intensity never before measured. This was the Great Chilean Earthquake, a staggering magnitude 9.5. To this day, it holds the record for the most powerful earthquake ever recorded by seismographs. The rupture zone stretched for over 600 miles. Imagine the distance from New York City to Cleveland, Ohio, all rupturing at once. The shaking lasted for about 10 minutes, an eternity for those experiencing it. The main shock triggered a series of massive tsunamis that weren't just a local problem. These waves raced across the entire Pacific Ocean. They caused significant damage and loss of life in Hawaii, Japan, the Philippines, and even as far as New Zealand and the coast of California. The energy released by the Valdivia earthquake was almost double that of the 2011 Japan quake. It's difficult to even comprehend that level of power. So, Chile 1960 holds the top spot. But what's number 2? For that, we go to Alaska. On Good Friday in 1964, the second most powerful earthquake in recorded history struck Prince William Sound. This was the Great Alaskan Earthquake, registering a magnitude of 9.2. The shaking lasted for nearly 5 minutes and caused the ground to liquefy in many areas. Buildings, roads, and bridges sank right into the unstable soil. The underwater landslides triggered by this quake generated enormous local tsunamis. In some narrow inlets, the waves were squeezed and amplified, reaching unbelievable heights. One wave in Valdez Inlet crested at over 200 feet, making it one of the tallest tsunami waves ever recorded. Now, let's look at the third largest, which takes us to the Indian Ocean in 2004, on December 26th. A massive magnitude 9.1 earthquake ruptured off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. The Sumatra-Andaman earthquake was unique because of the sheer length of its fault. Rupture about 900 miles. That's like the entire west coast of the U.S., from Seattle to San Diego, rupturing. This massive displacement of the seafloor generated one of the deadliest tsunamis in history. The waves radiated outwards, striking coastlines across the Indian Ocean, from Indonesia and Thailand to India, Sri Lanka, and even the east coast of Africa, with little to no warning systems in place for most of these regions. The devastation was unimaginable, affecting 14 countries and claiming nearly 250,000 lives. It was a tragic wake-up call that led to the development of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System. So, we have Chile at 9.5, Alaska at 9.2, and Sumatra and Japan both around 9.1. It's important to understand what these numbers mean. The magnitude scale is logarithmic. This means a magnitude 9.0 is not just a little stronger than an 8.0. It's actually about 32 times stronger in terms of energy release. And a 9.5 is nearly twice as powerful as a 9.2. The difference between these top quakes is immense. Let's put these megaquakes into perspective with some others you might know. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake, which famously devastated the city, was estimated to be around a magnitude 7.9. The energy released by the 9.5 Chilean earthquake was over 1,100 times greater than the San Francisco quake. It's a completely different league of seismic event. How about the 2010 Haiti earthquake? That was a magnitude 7.0. While absolutely devastating due to its shallow depth and proximity to a densely populated city, the 9.5 Chilean quake released over 30,000 times more energy. This really highlights that magnitude isn't the only factor in an earthquake's impact. Location, depth, and building infrastructure are critically important. This is where one tectonic plate is forced to slide underneath another. In the case of the Chilean quake, the Nazca plate is diving under the South American plate. In Alaska, it's the Pacific plate under the North American plate. Over centuries, these plates can get stuck. When the stress finally overcomes the friction, the plates slip suddenly and violently, releasing all that stored energy in a matter of minutes. The longer the locked section and the more it slips, the bigger the earthquake.